My name is Gage Berkey, and I'm a flight attendant. So my favorite thing about being a flight attendant is being able to get them on the aircraft and them sitting next to people that they've never sat next to. By the end of the flight, typically we have people who didn't know each other at first and didn't want to talk to becoming friends and swapping phone numbers, and they're now going on vacation and they have new friends that they've met on the airplane. Being a flight attendant is much more than just travel. It's seeing relationships bloom and unfold and opportunities be given to new people. They do training on the job. Depending upon the airline, it'll depend upon how long you're gone. Sometimes it could be 3 weeks, sometimes it can be up to 8 weeks, anywhere in between, and you're gone that entire time in a hotel room studying, basically going to school, training. So the airlines do the training for you, but you don't need anything more than a general education, which is a high school diploma or GED. Skills and abilities that a flight attendant needs to have is you need to have hospitality, not just customer service. Hospitality goes into making sure that you're going above and beyond for that person and you're actually connecting with that individual, not just doing your job to do your job. As a flight attendant, it's much more than a job. It's a career, it's a life change. It's, you really need to feel for people. You need to be able to stay in contact with the company. You need to be open to learning new things, being able to be flexible with the companies. It's a rewarding career, and as long as you do everything, with compassion and heart, it'll be the best career that you'll ever have. The work environment is a lot of fun. Being a flight attendant is definitely a career choice that I never thought that I would be involved in, and I never thought that it would be to the level that it is. It's a lot of joking around, whether it's with customers or your coworkers. It's laughing, having a great time, interacting with the passengers, joking around with them. It's a blast. Although it is a lot of fun, it is safety related. Everything is very serious, but you can have fun with it at the same time as long as you're professional with it. You got to know that safety is always your number one priority while doing this job. The hiring process of becoming a flight attendant it changes depending upon what airline you work for. It can take anywhere in between the time you apply to 2 months down the road, because they have to go through a few different things in order to get you on. That includes background checks, security screenings, employment verifications. I've had it take up to about 10 months to get hired on at one point. One of them took a month, the other one took about 3 months. So it really just depends upon when you want to apply and go. There's always a question when people apply to the airlines, and it's, are you willing to relocate? No company will uproot you and put you in a new city if you're unwilling to do it. It's okay to click no if you don't want to, that's fine. But I highly suggest clicking yes, you are willing to relocate. It's just a part of the job, but remember that there are perks that come with the job that allow you to be able to go back and visit. There are certain things that are given to you as resources. Don't let it scare you. Don't be afraid when you apply. Don't let anyone discourage you based upon anything. If you fight with your heart, just do it. Like, you can do it. So the different growth opportunities, once you become a flight attendant, there are a few of them. You can become a pilot, and some airlines actually have pilot programs where they help their internal employees actually move up in a career choice. The different airlines also have different flight attendant positions. Some have pursers, which are higher ups. That's like their lead flight attendants. It really just depends upon who you work for, but there is always room for advancement once you become a flight attendant. Just depends upon who you work for. The biggest challenges that I face in the job, I mean, it really depends upon the flight. Every flight's different. They could be anywhere from empty to full, and I'm dealing with almost 200 passengers a flight. You know, you deal with different personalities, different medical needs, different, you know, people need different things, and so it's just about adjusting your tones, your body language, how you can assist them. Really, it's just being able to help people and get to that level that's going to help them would be the biggest challenge. Starting out as a flight attendant was also a big challenge because the schedules aren't like any other job that I've had. I needed to be really flexible. I had to commute up to where I was based, and that is where you, instead of taking a car to work at the airport that you live in or live near, you have to actually fly up to the airport that the company has placed you at to start work. And that's very challenging. It takes a lot of time, but in the end, there is room for you to move wherever your base is. So you eventually could be based at home, but it was definitely a challenge, was the schedule at first, and adjusting my normal life to being a flight attendant. It's fun, but it has its challenges for sure. How much money a flight attendant makes? This is a very difficult answer, and that's why there's not many answers on the internet. Again, it depends upon what airline you work for. There's something called a per diem. And that's hourly. Every minute or every hour that you're gone away from your base, you get a per diem. It can range in between $1 to $3 per hour. And you get paid your hourly rate, which depends upon how long you've been with the company, what company you are, and that can range in between $15 to $70 an hour, and that's for every hour that the door is shut on the aircraft, as far as my knowledge goes. So a flight attendant on their first year typically makes anywhere in between 18 to 25,000 would be my guess. And every airline changes, so that's my rough estimate. That's what I made my first year. So, I mean, you definitely have the opportunity to make a lot of money with this career if you wanted to. It really just depends on how much you want to work. My advice to someone who wants to become a flight attendant, do it. If the time's not right for you, I still say apply. It's a job that you never are ready for, really. And if it's something that you really want to do, don't let anything stop you. Don't let age stop you. Don't let your past stop you. Don't let anyone stop you do it, because this job will make you rich in so many different opportunities. Just do it. Like, you can do it.